Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a detailed camera review of Realme 9 Pro Plus. So Realme 9 Pro Plus is the latest device in the mid-range segment from Realme. Under the number series, the Realme 9 Pro Plus comes with a 50 megapixel triple camera sensor. It is using the Sony's flagship sensor, and it also is having optical image stabilization for photos in this price segment. It also has a selfie camera which is 16 megapixel shooter, and let's see how it performs in this price segment. And the device is priced at 24,999. So does the camera live up to the expectation in this price segment? So let's find out in this detailed review. So before getting started, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first have a look at the camera hardware. The Realme 9 Pro Plus comes with a 50 megapixel Sony IMX766 sensor, which is a flagship sensor, and it comes with f1.8 aperture, and it also comes with optical image stabilization for photos. There is a secondary 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a third 2 megapixel macro sensor. For selfies, we have a 16 megapixel sensor with f2.4 aperture. So let's see how the camera performs in this price segment. In terms of daylight condition, the 50 megapixel sensor does a good job in bringing details. The colors are quite good and offers good details too. While colors are good and produces mostly natural looking, although at times there is a bit of color boosting, especially the skies and greens. The sharpness levels are very good, and this is evident when you pixel peep. The dynamic range is once again very good and works pretty well. Overall, we like the quality of daylight shots, but saturation should be controlled a bit better. The phone has an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and here again the images are vivid and bright, but sharpness levels are not as good as the primary sensor for obvious reasons. But the camera is definitely a usable one. The colors are pretty similar to the primary camera. Now moving on to the close-up shots, the phone comes with pretty good imaging capabilities, and colors are once again vibrant, and it looks good overall, especially for social sharing. The sharpness levels are quite good, but saturation is pretty evident here. The phone does come with a macro mode, and the performance is quite average. The 2 megapixel macro sensor produces decent results, and details are good and colors are also okay, but the images tends to be a bit too much noisy. Moving on to the portraits, the phone does a good job with portraits. Although the skin tones are not very accurate, I think most people will still like the portraits. They are bright and vivid and good edge detection too. The colors are once again boosted. Next up, the low light captures. The low light performance is particularly impressive on the Realme 9 Pro Plus, and this is due to OIS in action. In indoor well-lit conditions, it brings in some really good images. When you turn on the night mode, it gets you clean images with good details, but colors are once again saturated. The night mode sometimes becomes a bit too harsh in terms of processing, making it look a bit too artificial at times. But overall, the low light performance is pretty good. Selfie camera, the 16 megapixel does produce good selfies. Once again, we like the skin tones of the selfies, and colors look good, along with dynamic range as well. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the images shown. The phone also has a portrait mode for selfies. Here it does a decent job with portrait selfies, although edge detection isn't perfect. Now moving on to the video recording, the phone has 4K at 30 fps. While the quality is good and gives you sharp and clean video with details, the stabilization isn't smooth and colors are way too saturated, and this needs to be fixed. The video looks a lot artificial in terms of color reproduction. The phone also supports 1080p at 60 fps. Here the stabilization is good, although there is no OIS for videos. Here the colors are okay, but video looks a bit too over-sharpened. The 1080p at 30 fps supports stabilization, and here again the quality is quite good. The colors are quite okay and details are also good for the segment. The ultra-wide angle camera can record videos in 1080p resolution with stabilization, and it produces decent results for the segment. The phone also supports slow motion and the quality is quite good. So this video is taken using the blur option in the video on the Realme 9 Pro Plus. So you can see how good the blur quality is and also the edge detection. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Realme 9 Pro Plus. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the video. So you can see how good the overall quality is. So this is the bokeh video taken using the Realme 9 Pro Plus selfie camera. So you can see how good the quality of the blur is and also the edge detection in the video. So that is a detailed camera review of the Realme 9 Pro Plus. So summing up, the camera on the Realme 9 Pro Plus has impressed us in multiple areas including daylight, portraits, low light and also selfies. What Realme needs to fix is the saturation in photos, and the processing algorithm is a lot saturated in almost all formats and even in video recording too. So this can be fixed with software updates and we expect Realme to work on it. So what do you guys think about the camera on the Realme 9 Pro Plus? Do share in your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off with a camera review of the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.